Welcome, volleyball fans and dreamers alike. Today, we celebrate the extraordinary journey of a player whose story embodies the meaning of strength, evolution, and purpose. A woman who has risen from humble beginnings to become one of the brightest lights in the sport. This is the story of Melissa Vargas, the Cuban-born powerhouse who transformed herself into one of the most dominant forces in international volleyball. Her journey is one of talent refined by pain, of promise fulfilled through persistence, and of passion that refuses to fade. She didn't just find success, she fought for it, and in doing so, became a global symbol of resilience and excellence. Born on October 16, 1999, in the scenic city of Cienfuegos, Cuba, Melissa Vargas grew up surrounded by the rhythm of Caribbean life, a world full of music, color, and community. Yet, while others found joy in the easy flow of daily life, Melissa found her purpose in the sound of a ball hitting the floor. From the very beginning, she was drawn to competition. By age 6, she was already turning heads in local youth programs, showing a maturity in her game that defied her age. There was a fire in her, a quiet determination that couldn't be taught. Coaches in Cienfuegos quickly realized that they weren't just training a talented athlete, they were nurturing a prodigy. Her progress was astonishing. By her early teens, Melissa was dominating older players, combining raw power with a graceful control that few could match. Her athleticism was breathtaking. She could jump higher, hit harder, and react faster than anyone around her. At just 13 years old, she achieved what many professionals dream of. She was selected to join the Cuban women's national volleyball team. It was a testament to her once-in-a-generation talent, and the world of volleyball took notice. Representing her country as a teenager, she became a symbol of Cuba's long-standing tradition of excellence in the sport. But as her career began to rise, so did the challenges that would test her resolve in ways few could imagine. In 2017, everything changed. Disagreements with the Cuban Volleyball Federation regarding her professional opportunities and international club participation led to her suspension, effectively banning her from competing for her country. It was a heartbreaking moment. For a young athlete who had dedicated her entire life to representing her homeland, the decision felt devastating. Her dreams seemed to be slipping away, not because of her lack of ability, but because of politics and circumstance. Yet even in those dark moments, Melissa refused to give up. She turned her pain into power. Rather than letting the system define her, she decided to build her own path. That decision marked the beginning of an incredible transformation. Determined to keep playing at the highest level, Melissa left Cuba and began her career overseas. Her journey took her to Volleyball Zurich in Switzerland, her first major professional club outside of her home country. For the first time, she was alone in a new land, facing unfamiliar languages, cultures, and expectations. But her resilience guided her. On the court, she was unstoppable. Her explosive serve, her unrelenting attacks, and her commanding presence at the net quickly earned her respect in European volleyball circles. She wasn't just surviving abroad, she was thriving. Soon after, Melissa found herself wearing the yellow and navy of Fenerbahce Opet, one of Turkey's most prestigious volleyball clubs. This was where her career truly reached new heights. In Turkey, she became more than just a player. She became a phenomenon. The Turkish fans fell in love with her immediately. Her energy, her charisma, and her fearlessness made her a crowd favorite. They began to call her Vargas Airlines, a nickname that captured her extraordinary leaping ability and the effortless way she seemed to soar above defenders. Every spike she delivered felt like a thunderclap, powerful, precise, and unforgettable. But what truly made Melissa special wasn't just her physical gifts, it was her spirit. She carried herself with the calm confidence of someone who had already faced the worst and come out stronger. She played with joy, with gratitude, and with an awareness of what it meant to have a second chance. Her time in Turkey didn't just restore her career, it transformed her identity. In 2021, she officially became a naturalized Turkish citizen, a moment that marked both personal and professional rebirth. 2 years later, she debuted for the Turkish national team, marking the beginning of a golden era for Turkish volleyball. That debut was nothing short of spectacular. Representing Turkey in the 2023 Volleyball Nations League, Melissa led her team to an unforgettable gold medal. Her performance was commanding, a blend of intelligence, precision, and raw power that left fans and opponents in awe. She was named the most valuable player of the tournament, a fitting recognition for her dominance. For Melissa, the victory wasn't just about winning a medal, it was about rewriting her story. The girl who had once been banned from representing her country was now standing atop the world as the pride of another nation. Her journey had come full circle, not through luck, but through resilience. Behind the medals and accolades lies a woman of quiet strength and humility. Melissa Vargas doesn't play for attention or fame. She plays because she loves the game. Her discipline is legendary. Early mornings in the gym, endless hours of practice, meticulous focus on every detail of her technique. She's a perfectionist, constantly searching for ways to improve, to be sharper, stronger, and smarter. That's what makes her one of the most complete players in the world today. Her serves are among the fastest and most feared. Her spikes, explosive yet elegant, are the stuff of highlight reels. But her leadership, her composure under pressure, and her team-first mentality are what truly define her greatness. Off the court, Melissa's humility continues to inspire. Despite her fame, she remains deeply connected to her roots. She often speaks about her upbringing in Cuba, her gratitude for the people who believed in her, and her love for both her home country and her adopted nation of Turkey. Her journey bridges cultures and continents, proving that sport can unite people beyond borders. To young players watching her, Melissa Vargas represents the truth that setbacks are not the end of a dream. They are part of the process. Her life reminds us that even when doors close, determination can open new ones. In 2023 and 2024, Melissa continued to cement her legacy, helping Turkey secure victories in the European Championship and further solidifying her position as one of the most dominant figures in the game. But what's most impressive is her hunger. Despite everything she's achieved, the MVP titles, the championships, the international acclaim, she's still unsatisfied. She still trains like the underdog. She still plays with the same fire that burned in that young girl in Cienfuegos. It's that inner drive that keeps her at the top, year after year. Melissa Vargas' story is far more than just a tale of sports success. It's about identity, perseverance, and rebirth. It's about finding home not in a place, but in purpose. It's about rising again when the world tells you that you can't. Her life reminds us that champions aren't defined by where they start. They're defined by how far they're willing to go and how much they're willing to give. Through every obstacle, Melissa has shown that true greatness is built not in comfort, but in courage. As her journey continues, one thing is certain: Melissa Vargas is far from finished. She's still evolving, still learning, still pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Her name will forever be etched in the story of international volleyball, not just for her records and titles, but for her unwavering belief in herself. She is a reminder that dreams may change, paths may shift, but passion, true, relentless passion, always finds a way. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life of Melissa Vargas, the powerhouse who turned heartbreak into history, the athlete who found her freedom in flight, and the woman who reminds us that resilience is the greatest victory of all. If her story inspired you, take a moment to share it. And remember, no matter where you start, with heart, focus, and faith, you can rise beyond every limit. Because like Melissa Vargas, you can always find your way to the top, one leap, one spike, one moment at a time.